iTunes. We're also using our iTunes. That's where that music is coming from. That's Miss Ripperton playing in the background. Kind of hear a little bit of an echo, but I don't know how that's going to sound. I'm recording it as well to see what the effect is going to be when we. All right. We have mics. We have a condenser mic as well. We're going to turn that condenser mic down. All right. What we're going to do. Oh, I need to make a note of the Golden Crowns Come Too Far Part 2. I have it recorded twice and loaded. I got to eliminate one. Golden Crown Come Too Far. To remove one of them. All right. Let's scroll on down. This one here is a song called Hallelujah Anyhow. When you're going through something, and no matter what it is, you do something. Turn that down just a little bit more. I can still hear it in the background. 3, what is happening on the feedback is that my let's see, what do we need to do? Mm-hmm. We got the okay, maybe 1, 2, 2, 2, and that's the 0. Might have to change it. We're going to look down here to see, can we see the master? As we move around in the studio, we are live on the air, trying to make everything better for you. Let's get down here a little bit closer, make sure we're looking at what we need to look at. Here, maybe. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Monitors, okay. I can turn the monitor down. Turn that right there. It's not affecting it at all. Reverb. Let's take some of the reverb off of that monitor. Master level. Yeah. That's the one we were using there. Okay. Let's continue here. We're trying to get it set so that we can have a outstanding broadcast for you when we do live broadcasting. Now, this is another mic here in the studio. I'm going to bring it up to, this is one of the mics that we have in the studio that just picks up everything as we're doing in the studio. We're going to leave it on. Let me make a note that I turned that on right about 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Turn on. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Testing. That gives us a pretty good sound. So far as that mic. All right. Let's go back over here to the studio. I was Hallelujah Anyhow where we left off. Hillboy Incorporated, CD Best of Lee Sterling and The Holy Wind. That is some of the music, music. Hillboy Music, Tony Vick. Okay, Howcee Productions Gospel Morning Show. It's in February 17th. No Turning Back, 2017. Howcee Productions Gospel June broadcast. Honoring Men of Color. We're looking for a song that has some noise in it, and we want to remove that entirely from our songs we got in storage here, so that whenever we click on a song, it's of the quality that we want. Introduction, blocked already, show started recording on GarageBand. Let's cut things down and see whether or not that is that song with the noise in it. Let's cut off the iTunes. We just cut off iTunes. Now we're going to go back to the studio. Let's see, is this the song that we got that noise in it?
Somebody put your hands together and clap, come on! Come into this house, magnify the Lord, lift up holy hands, our hearts and...
Okay, that appears to be all right. Okay, this is Jazz at Howcee Productions Gospel Part 4. We play some jazz around here as well. Jazz Night at Howcee Productions Gospel Part 1. Joe Lagoon, we know you lost him a while ago from the Mighty Clouds of Joy. Lenny Bradford, Because He Lives, I Can Face Tomorrow. Luther Barnes, Come Fly With Me. We want to thank Luther Barnes for giving us permission to play all of his music. That is outstanding. Luther Barnes and the Redbird Gospel Singers. Luther Barnes mentioned into Saturday morning open information. That was a program we did in cooperation with the story I mentioned up in the studio there, not studio, but the museum up there in Montgomery. Mentioned Stevenson, the one that helped freed an inmate there at Holman Prison that I had the opportunity to be with. He had been on death row for a while. Brian Louis Stevenson was involved in that freeing of an inmate there at Holman Prison that had been unjustly incarcerated. It's an example of the racial disparities and improprieties in sentencing people. That was a powerful story, and he's still out there telling the story. New ad, Greatly Exalted, Kelly Lewis. New ad, Love. Okay, new ad, Maurice Mazik, powerful artist. New ad, Michael Carter, I Love to Call Jesus. Old time gospel, old landmarks. That's a good old time gospel music. At Peggy Moore, we had an awesome interview with Peggy Moore, as well as her son on bass there. They're all over Facebook as well, and other places. He's opening up a recording studio, I believe, for artists, and I wish him all of the success with it. It ain't about no luck. It's about preparation and prayer and faith. That's what it's all about. Radio Gospel Crown Hymn with Patricia Gibbs. Radio Gospel Country, that's some of the country music that we got loaded here. Radio Gospel Play, Anytime, God's Got My Back, Denise LaSalle. We recorded about 3 hours of Denise LaSalle's music last night and added it to iTunes. We want to thank Spotify, who we are paying Spotify through eliminates commercials, where we upload some of the music here. Ryan Anthony, I Will Trust You. This was a powerful story, an interview that we did with a young man in regards to his son, a handicapped child, was abused in the school system, and he died. And as a result of that abuse in the school system, and that's his story, and he's a champion and fighter now for kids that can't speak for themselves. That was a good story. Reverend Tyrone Williams, we had the opportunity to interact with him years ago on a Martin Luther King celebration that we did at the Old Team Center, which is the Farm Conference Center now here in Monroe County. And Reverend Tyrone Williams and his group came down and gave us an awesome music. Ron Moore, Railroad 77, When I Die. That's an interview we did several days ago. You can still find it on our page. Ron Moore. He's a gospel rap artist with a story to tell. Sam Cooke. I came by that story, by the way, of Tony Sharper. The Sam Cooke story is already out there. But this was the story about Sam Cooke and his battles with the record industry and what was taking place and his breakaway and some of the door-opening things that he was doing as a young artist. Sam Cooke broke the molds of how artists go away from at that time, record holders, people that had records and control the artists and everything they do. And there is a tone that indicates that perhaps the reason why he was killed was the fact of what he was doing. Now, he fell into the trap of being a womanizer and a lover and all those kind of things like that. And he was on a stretch with his wife and family and different things like that. But he fell into the trap in which the media sets up for you, the devil sets up for you when you don't do things right and how you're supposed to do it. Sounds of Blackness, that's a powerful group. Life Mix, Supreme 7, Crying Days, All Power. We want to thank Mr. Francine for that artist bringing them to our attention. Supreme 7, they are a powerful gospel group. The Williams Brothers, Doug and Melvin, Doug and Melvin Williams, Twinkie Clark and Friends, Tyrone Williams, Because of You. That's a good song. The Williams Brothers, more of it. One Time God, 30 Gospel Grace. On Time God, 30 Gospel Grace. All right. Let's see here. This here that has no numbers whatsoever, no name. It just has 12, 13, 16. We're going to listen to this and see what it is and make a correction.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
Okay.
And nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and the plains repeat their sounding joy.
Christmas is going to be coming up here soon. Seasonal music. 7 Sons of Soul, Witnesses Part 2. Alabama Civil Rights History interview with Mr. H.B. Williams and Nanny Williams. Oh, that was a powerful interview. We know him personally. We had the opportunity to interact with his wife several days ago at the political rally where the Democratic political rally there on the courthouse square, on the courthouse lawn, with the Alabama Monroe County Executive Democratic Committee. Ms. Carol Jones Banks is the head of that Democratic Executive Committee with a lot of the local people here attending. America, your time is up. The President Donald Trump reveals the American soul. Oh, this play a little bit of that. Let's see.
Report. I'm Amy Goodman. In late October, Donald Trump sent out a tweet that may have surprised many of his followers. In the tweet, he linked to a video of filmmaker Michael Moore, along with the words, "I agree, M.M. Flint." That's Michael Moore's Twitter handle. Trump went on to say to all Americans, "I see you and I hear you. I am your voice. Vote Drain the Swamp with me" on November 8th. Well, Trump's tweet included a 4-minute audio recording pulled from Michael Moore's new film, Michael Moore and Trumpland. The recording was edited to make it sound like Michael Moore was endorsing Trump. Well, in response, Moore tweeted, quote, "Look at this Orwellian tweet by Trump. Donald, you either haven't seen my movie or you are conning your followers. The clip you show is doctored," unquote. Well, we end today's show with the undoctored clip from Michael Moore's film and get response to the controversy from